Okay, we'll take Yara. I admit Yara.
Yes, me?
Yes, Yara الطويل.
Yes.
Why he says admit failed? Something wrong. Anyway.
I don't know, I'm
Teacher,
here.
Yes.
the last homework was graded or no?
No, because it's.
Okay.
I know that some of you didn't buy their books yet. Can you see my
Can I send
PowerPoint?
it today?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, chapter 2. This chapter, he wants to discuss the analyze or analyzing narrative word choice. What's narrative word choice? You know what's a narrative? When you write a story that happened to you,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
how can I use the word to describe
Yes.
an event that happened to me? Word choice is how I choose the word to show that this happened to me. A narrative. Narrative is happened to me, or an author writes, or the narrator writes a story, or the author writes a story that happened to him. Okay, so it's a narrative. Narrative, there are specific word choice for narrative. Let's see and analyze. Okay, girls, we know from the vocabulary that there is something called context clue. What's a context clue? To get the meaning of an unfamiliar word in a text. While I'm reading, I bought a new novel and I'm reading it, and finally I found a word that I don't know its meaning. And I have no dictionary. What can I do? I try to what?
To search for the meaning of this word.
Find the
What
word
if
in
I
the
don't have a
dictionary.
dictionary to search? I have to
Um,
guess. I have to guess. Give a
Try
guess.
to
So
make
when you, yes,
from the
how?
from the sentence.
Yes, from the sentence. This is, or from the text, which is called, that's why it's called context clue. So clues are in the same sentence, okay? The words around the same sentence, the unfamiliar words. So I can think of its part of speech. You know what we do in the vocabulary when we determine its part of speech, the word part of speech? Why? In order to make it easier for myself to get the meaning out of the text. So number one, I try to look, maybe there is a comma and so it's the same meaning, comma or the opposite meaning, okay? Or
okay.
two dots means less after it. Okay, oh, so if I don't get any clue about it, so I try to divide it into prefix and suffix and look at the root word. Maybe the root word reminds me with a word that I've seen before. Okay, I also didn't know. So I look at its part of speech, whether it's an adjective, it's a noun. Okay, so it will make it easier to get the meaning of unfamiliar word. And this is the skill that you all should learn, how to get the meaning of unfamiliar word without using a dictionary. Through what? Context clue. So now you understand what is context clue?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you repeat it
Yes.
fast? Can you repeat?
context clue. We in the vocabulary, you know the vocabulary book?
Yes.
How we, previous time, how we got the meaning of the vocabulary words. I told you to turn the page and look for the meaning directly and come and see them, say them.
No.
No, I told you, let's figure out, let's think, let's guess the meaning of the words. How can we guess the meaning of the words?
From
By,
the
yes,
story.
by clues, by things that will help me. So when I understand what is the passage about, what are the words that surround the main word that I want to know its meaning, so I can get any clue about the meaning, any hint about the meaning. Okay? This is a skill to get to understand a word that you do not understand by guessing from the words around it. Okay? Okay, girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait a minute, I want to get sure that I'm recording. Yes, Amri. So you see my PowerPoint, right?
Yeah.
Okay. After context clue, we have something called homonyms. Homonyms. What's homonyms? Homonyms are words that have the same spelling and same pronunciation but different meanings. Like what?
Teacher,
Yes.
they also have, they are also called homophones, I guess.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, homonyms. Sign, sign, to sign a contract and a sign of stress. Firm, a company, and firm, like firm, strong. Tie, a relationship, and tie on the suit. Fly, a fly, an insect, and fly, a kite. Watch and watch. Tear and tear, like open. Who can else give me examples? Do you know
and
any?
Try.
Huh?
C and C.
Can I?
Who's talking?
Teacher, we have C to look and C the
See,
sea.
to look, and see is to swim. What else?
And also cry, miss.
Cry,
Cry to yell and cry as in cry.
cry to yell, and cry as a shout. Or
Yes, cry as to yell and cry like tears.
yes, cry like tears and cry like shout. What else?
High and high.
High and high. What are the different meanings for high and high?
High like hello. High means high, not low.
But high and high here do not have the same spelling.
Yeah, even C, miss.
Yes.
So this is
C and
it.
C also.
It means that homonyms should have the same what, girls?
Spelling and
Spelling
pronunciation.
and pronunciation.
Homophones have the same what?
Same
Pronunciation.
Have the same spelling and
So you,
Pronunciation.
now you got the difference?
So teacher, homophones
Yes.
doesn't have the same spelling, only have the
Yes.
same.
So homonyms, the same spelling and same pronunciation. Now you know it?
Yes.
But homophones only same pronunciation.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Move on. What am I doing now? These are skills to be taught in the unit. So while we read, we will use that what we've said.
What's homophone?
It is the same word. I say it the same, like C and C, but different spelling, but same pronunciation. Make an inference. What's make an inference? We discussed it before, and we will discuss it again. Make an inference is when I read something plus what I already know. How did you? When I say to you that Basima woke up at 10 a.m. Today's English period was what? 9. So you can understand that Basima attended the English period.
Yes.
She woke up at 10. English period is at 9. She
No.
attended?
No.
No. So what I read that she woke up at 10. What I already know that our English period starts at 9.
No.
So I can infer, I can make an inference, I can guess that she is what? She is late. She didn't attend. Why would a reader, you are readers, right? And I am a reader too. And we read this book or we read a novel. Why a reader should make inference? Why? When you were young, yes, to understand. When you were young, you didn't need to make inference because the story was being told to you directly. But when you grow up, your mentality grows up with you. So you have to work up your mind to make your inference, to imagine.
Teacher.
To get clues. Yes, dear.
Actually, Basima wants you to accept her.
But I made I learned something that I shouldn't accept or admit everyone. Look, I have no request. Maybe she requested the wrong meeting because I made here something. This who entered after me, I didn't admit. I pressed a button to accept everyone. There is no need to request.
Okay.
So tell her to get sure which lecture.
Okay. Thank you.
So make an inference is to wake up your mind to think of what you read. It's based on what? On textual evidence. It's based on something I read. So I read here something, I know something before. When I put them together, I make what, girls?
Inference.
Inference.
And
Inference.
you
Inference.
understand?
Yes.
When he wants to ask a question, and this question depends on making inference, he wants an evidence from the text. An evidence from the text. So you go back to the text and you get the 2 lines that you got the answer for it.
Mm.
Okay?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who's talking?
Okay. Nazik, I was just making
Yes.
sure.
Yes, Nazik, I can hear you. So now we learned context clue as to how to get the meaning of unfamiliar word from the text. Homonyms, same spelling, same pronunciation, and make an inference. Done?
Yes.
Any question?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, thank you.
So now
No.
we will take something called non-fiction. Have you ever gone to Garir?
Yes.
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 When you go to Garir librarian, you go upstairs, the bookstore,
Yes.
Garir
yes.
bookstore, and you go upstairs. You'll find it divided into sections.
Yeah.
Section is non-fiction and section is fiction.
Yes.
Fiction and non-fiction. What is a fiction? What is non-fiction? How is it?
Fiction.
Imaginary.
Fiction
Go to
can
the section
happen.
of fiction.
Right?
When you go to fiction, you'll find there The Fault in Our Stars. Do you know The Fault in Our Stars?
Yes. No.
It's a movie about a girl who had a bad disease, a killing disease, and then she met a boy with the same disease.
Yes, we.
Yes.
That it's
I
fiction.
didn't watch it.
It's okay.
Miss, which page?
We are in 24.
Sorry, Miss, I entered really late because I have really bad connection.
It's okay. So I have fiction. Fiction is when I go to Jarir and I find the section of fiction. Love stories is fiction, are fiction. So what is fiction? Fiction, I have an author. This author was sitting like this, and then he decided to write a
Making
story.
up everything.
Yes. So the author created all the characters. So the characters are not in real life. They can be in real life. Yani a story can happen in real life, but they are not in real life. Okay, this is not a real story. It can be real, but it's not real. The author imagined all the characters, imagined all the events, created all the plot, everything. He created all the novel. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Then we have the non-fiction. What is non-fiction? Non-fiction,
Based on
you know
true
National
story.
Geographic?
Yes.
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 When National Geographic
Yes.
makes documentaries about a serial killer, okay?
Okay.
He existed in real life. There was a man named I don't know what who committed 10 crimes. It is real. He writes it in a form of a novel, but it is real. So fiction, imaginary. Non-fiction, fact.
True story.
It happened.
Or it can happen.
No, it can happen is fiction. Non-fiction happened. Always remind yourself that non-fiction is documentaries, like National Geographic films.
Not all fiction can happen.
Not all fiction can happen.
Yes.
Yes, like Twilight. You know Twilight?
Yes.
Twilight. This
Yes.
Yeah.
was
a Beowulf or Beowulf, right? He's a
The
Beowulf.
vampires.
For example,
Vampires.
animals talking.
MS.
Yes.
What's the difference between realistic fiction and fiction?
These are divisions in fiction. So let's not get into details. Realistic can happen in real life.
Oh yes.
Like The Fault
Okay.
in Our Star. A sick girl meets a sick boy and they fall in love. Fiction that cannot happen, we have lots of fiction, like we have tales, we have fantasies. Okay, science fiction, that those who travel to Mars and got stuck in the between. We have lots of fiction, but non-fiction happened in real life. Science fiction, okay, for example, or animal fiction, or even for human, but happened in real life. So fiction, imaginary. Non-fiction, facts.
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
Okay, miss.
The fiction. Yes, I hear you. Can you see my PowerPoint? When you see my PowerPoint, you understand more. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 This is the comparison between fiction and non-fiction. In the fiction is based on the events. A sick girl meets a sick boy in The Fault in Our Stars. They travel to Germany together to see something common. This is events. The author imagined and created events. In non-fiction, if anything is created, so this non-fiction is not original, it's fabricated. We cannot trust it. It means whenever we watch non-fiction movie, we have to understand that this is really has happened in real life.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
There are many more three comparisons, but leave them. Just be enough with the first two, that fictional on events, fabricated in events, they imagined, and here facts. So why, teacher, we take this today? Because this time we will take a non-fiction excerpt.
Miss, I have a question.
Of course.
Story about aliens is fiction, right?
Yes, fiction, because
But Miss, it can't happen in real life.
It can't.
Yes, it can't.
In fiction, we have things that can happen in real life and things that cannot happen in real life, like Cinderella.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but they are called tales.
Yes, okay.
In fiction, we have many kinds of fiction, like science fiction, historical fiction. We have many kinds, but originally fiction is something the author has created. Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, or The Fault in Our Stars, that can happen.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, it's okay.
So we'll take we'll take fiction story.
Yes, dear, we'll take what?
We'll take a fiction story.
A fiction. Yes, we'll take a fiction story. It has been transferred into a movie and a series. We'll discuss it, but just let's finish 24.
Okay.
So what he does, he won't here in 24. Let me pick from. Mirna, your mic is working, Mirna? Mirna, are you here?
Yeah, I am.
Can you please read Yemerna 24?
Page 24.
Yes.
Preview concepts. Think about the phrases deadly virus. What image or images leap to mind when you read the phrase? Write your response below.
A deadly virus. Girls. A deadly virus. What pops up in your mind when you hear the words deadly virus?
COVID.
COVID-19. Yes. The main reason that we have our class online, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Think about the phrase deadly virus. Of course, COVID-19, coronavirus. What image or images leap to mind when you read that phrase? So what pops in your mind except of COVID? Okay, what comes with the word deadly virus? With COVID-19, what else?
Plague.
Hmm?
I mean, plague.
But yes, Bashira?
Plague.
Lake? I don't get it. Lake?
Plague.
No, plague.
Ah, plague, yeah, plague, yes. Yes. Plague, and what else? Girls, what pops up in your mind related to virus?
Corona.
Yes, coronavirus. COVID-19. Plague. What are other ideas about it?
Like miss the flu.
Okay, flu, sickness. What was the biggest effect of coronavirus?
Lungs.
The death of the people.
Death.
Pandemic. The decrease in
Pandemic. Death. Pandemic.
Quarantine.
and decrease
Quarantine. Yes, exactly. Quarantine. We have been in quarantine for like eight months now. This is the 8th month. So these are the things that pop up in your mind. What else with COVID-19? Panic.
symptoms.
Panic. Yeah, symptoms. Panic, symptoms, disease, death, quarantine, pandemic. We said pandemic. Okay?
Yes.
So this is what you're gonna write. Okay, Mirna, continue reading, make connection, read it.
Okay. Which do you think is more suspenseful? Reading a true story or a fictional one?
You prefer to read a story that happened in real life or a fiction one that didn't happen in real life?
Non-fiction.
A fiction.
Which will be more scary?
Fiction is more interesting.
Fiction, when you know that this
Yes.
story is from the author's in mind, or when you know that this story really happened in real life.
Oh, it's more scary if it really happened, but it's more interesting if it's fiction
non-fiction,
because
right?
the imagination.
Excellent, because the fiction is what?
It's an imagination.
Yes, from the author's imagination. But a non-fiction
It's real.
Happened.
It's fact.
really happened in real life. So it's more
Yeah.
scary. Okay, so we understand, teacher, that we will take a non-fiction excerpt. Yes, a non-fiction, which means what?
It has happened.
It happened in real life. It is true. It really happened. People who passed this story really faced these problems, okay? So we go back to our PowerPoint. Before we move to this, let's discuss what we will take. Our excerpt is the hot zone. The hot zone. A terrifying true story. Terrifying true story. This is the cover for the hot zone. A terrifying true story by Richard Preston. Okay?
Teacher,
Okay.
they put it on National Geographic.
Yes. I will show you now. The girls, I will mute you all because there is a noise. Okay. So, I will open the YouTube.
Like us, we are war.
Yes. Hot Zone, a series for like 4 parts of something. The Hot Zone. Here is it. But listen, this is the trailer. What's a trailer, right? You can't. You can see what, girls? You see nothing. Open the share tray. Okay, include system audio.
Teacher.
Okay, now can you see my PowerPoint? My YouTube?
Yes.
Yes.
Stop.
This is one of the deadliest places on Earth. Every known virus is here. It's going to seem very claustrophobic. People panic. They scream. You need to be straight with me. Can you do this?
Action.
Jax, something I need you to take a look at.
What are we testing for?
Ebola, Zaire.
Ebola's never been detected on U.S. soil.
There's a first time for everything. I have a husband, 2 kids. We have a duty to protect them.
You always fight so hard.
Ho! Ho! Ho!
Oh my God.
You're scaring the hell out of me, Nance.
I need to get back in there. There's a chance that it's Ebola.
They may already be in the midst of an outbreak. What did you do? Do you have any idea what kind of panic this will cause?
There's no cure, no vaccine. Mortality rate is 90%.
It's here.
You brought it back here? It spreads through bodily fluids. When we show each other affection.
It's learning. It's evolved. It will wipe us out if we don't get ahead of it.
You're gonna get us all killed!
I'm trying to keep my family safe.
I won't cover this up for you!
That's nice.
You watched it, girls?
I will watch
Yes,
it
yes,
today.
it's really nice.
No, I didn't watch it before.
Now.
Action حبيت عمليات.
Now, girls, you couldn't watch the trailer now?
Oh no, we
Yeah.
didn't watch the trailer.
Okay.
We watched the trailer.
Yes, teacher, we.
So this is a true one, and I'm sorry about the scene that came in the trailer. I held my mouse to skip it, but it came too fast. So I apologize for this scene. Okay?
It's okay.
No, it shouldn't happen anyway. What we are saying, we say that this is a trailer for the hot zone. Hot zone is the one that we're gonna take. He talks about something so similar of what we live right now. It's about the Ebola virus. Okay, so what's your feeling when you watch the trailer now?
Exactly.
Interested to watch it.
Yes.
interested to watch. What
Sorry,
else?
teacher, can you repeat the question?
It's all action and
يعني
suspense.
when you watch the trailer now, what's your feeling?
And tell me what's happening.
Huh?
You want to know what will happen after.
Yes. Girls, I think the period finishes now to start the new one. Let me see.
Yes, 11 teacher.
Yes, so go 3 minutes and join the other one.
Okay.
Okay, we just
Okay.
continue. Bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Thank you.